Hi, in today's video I'll be showing you how to set up a Copilot agent inside a SharePoint document library. Now it's not as complicated as it sounds and we'll take you through the steps. We'll be using our Cloud Industries intranet that's built with Cloud Design Box to demonstrate how this can transform the way your staff access manuals and procedures. Although in this example I'll be focusing on a manufacturing example, the same setup can be used across any business that relies on guides, policies, or process documents. So Copilot Agents allows staff to ask plain language questions about your company documents. So instead of scrolling through long manuals, they can simply type a question and instantly get an answer, with bullet points, clear summaries, and references back to the original source document. So it saves time, it reduces mistakes, and it makes knowledge more accessible to everyone, whether they're in the office or on the shop floor or an office administrator, it doesn't matter. Anyone can use these agents. So let's dive in. I'm here in the Cloud Industries intranet, and I'm going to just navigate into our machinery team. So this is a Microsoft team as well as a SharePoint site, but you can use either. And I'm going to go into our manuals document library or channel in this case. So this is where we store all of our manuals for all of our machinery. There's quite a lot. Some of these are quite large manuals and it takes a lot of time to look through them and to find the answer. So what we're going to do is we're going to create an agent. So there's a couple of ways you can do this. I can go to new and create an agent, or there's also the create an agent button on the bar across the top as well. I'm just going to go in here and press create an agent. So we can just press open agent and start using it, but really that's not going to give us great answers. And we have to remember that AI isn't always 100% accurate, so we need to make people aware of that as well. So I'm going to go into the edit button and we're going to improve the behavior of this agent. You can see on the right hand side we've got a preview pane where we can test it and try it, and we've got a name and a purpose of this agent. But the important bit is the behavior. The source of this is just this one library. Of course we could add more sources, more libraries if we wanted to, or even individual files, but we're going to come in here and change the behavior of it. The first thing I'm going to do is configure a welcome message, because we want to give people a bit of a guide on how to use this prompt. So I've created a welcome message here. Welcome to the manufacturing knowledge agent. Here you can ask plain language questions about our manuals, procedures and guides. Whether you need to ask maintenance steps, safety advice or logistics processes, just type your question and I'll find you the answer. So that's a nice introduction for the person using it on how they're going to use it. But I'm also going to give it some starter prompts as well. So I want to give people some ideas of how they might use this. Now, a little tip here is you can actually use Copilot or GPT to create some example questions for you if you're struggling to think of some typical questions people might ask. And I've created a few here, so I'm going to swap out the default ones for some ones that are particular to my business. So I've got just go paste in a few example questions here. So one of these examples is, if a spindle overheats, what troubleshooting steps should I follow? Now, providing these examples is going to give people an idea of the sort of things that they can use this for. But I want to make sure that the replies that come back are clear for the people using it and they're appropriate for the right audience. So I'm going to add a few lines into this. I'm going to get rid of this example one and I'm just going to put in some instructions for the agent. Now the person filling in this form won't see these, but it will help define what the answer is when it comes back. So I'm going to say always summarize clearly in bullet points where possible. So I just want to make it really nice and simple for them to understand. I'm also going to use plain language suitable for shop floor operators. So some of these manuals may be technical, maybe too technical for the people using the agent. So this will help with the language and make it suitable for the audience. I'm also going to put in, if the content is long, highlight the most important steps first, because some of these, like I said, the instructions are quite long. We need to summarize, we need to highlight the important pieces. I'm also going to say always cite the source section. So I want to make sure that the people know where these answers are coming from, where they can always double check if they need to from the actual document itself. Now the last instruction I'm going to put on here is, if unsure, advise the user to check with a supervisor rather than guess. So one of the things with AI is sometimes if it doesn't know the answer, it may take an educated guess, which may be wrong. Now we don't really want it to do that. So if that does come up, we want it to say that you need to check with your supervisor because I'm not 100% confident of this answer. Okay, so those are the instructions we're going to add. Of course, you can also update what it's called. We can change the purpose of it as well, but I'm going to save and close that. Now, when people come into this library, they will see the new agent that's been created for manuals here, which they can click on, and it'll bring up this side panel here, which we can see the introduction that we added and the example questions. Now, if I was to ask it one of these questions, what the agent will do is look through all these documents and all the content, and it will give me an answer. So I'm just asking it one of these example questions that I prepared earlier. Summarize the daily checks an operator must complete before starting the CNC machine. So it's now giving me an answer. So it's given me the answer. Here's a clear summary of the required steps. We asked it to give us a summary and put them as bullet points, and it's done that here. So it's made it really clear which bits we need to check with bullet points as the answer. It also tells us where that content comes from, so we can double check that if we need to. Clicking the plus button, I can see all the sources where it's found this information from. So let's ask it a trickier question. What if a spindle overheats? What troubleshooting steps should I follow? So it's come back with an answer. Again, it's told us to stop the machine immediately. It's given us some steps to follow. Now let's ask it a question where it may not know the exact answer. So I've purposely asked it a question that I know it's going to struggle with because we don't have that information in any of those manuals. So what it's done is it can't find the information, but instead of guessing, what it's telling me to do is stop the machine immediately, report the issue to maintenance or your supervisor, do not attempt to restart or repair it unless you're trained or authorized. So it's asked us to go to our supervisor, and that's one of the things that we ask the agents to do. So that's how you can set up a Copilot agent in your libraries. Whether you've got manuals there, processes, policies, it gives staff instant answers, reduces time wasting, searching through all those documents, and it improves safety by making critical knowledge easy to access. If you found this useful, please subscribe to our channel. Lots more tutorials on Copilot and Microsoft 365. And if you'd like to see how Cloud Design Box can bring this into your own organization, head over to our website for more information. The contact details are on the screen now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.